Picture this. You have spent months designing the product or importing your latest gadget. The shipment arrives in India and the customs stops it just like that. The reason is because your product doesn't have the BIS CRS registration number. Or you are an Indian manufacturer ready to sell your product across the country, but without the mandatory R number, every sale is illegal. Welcome to the complete guide on BIS CRS license, the compulsory registration scheme by the Bureau of Indian Standards. In this video, I'll give you the exact current procedures, the document checklist, the fees, timelines, the common mistakes that can cause the rejection, and pro tips that can actually work with your BIS application. Whether you are an Indian manufacturer, a foreign brand owner, or the importer, this video will save you lakhs of rupees or even months of headache. Let's get started. What is BIS CRS? Bureau of Indian Standards, in short BIS, is the India's national standards body. Under the compulsory registration scheme or CRS, which is also called Scheme 2 for electronic and IT products, they must be registered with the BIS before they can be manufactured, imported or sold or even distributed in India. It is not the ISI mark by the BIS. The CRS is more of self-declaration, and along with the third-party test report, like we test our product in the BIS-Recognized lab, submit the proof, and BIS will give you a unique R number that you must print on the product and the package of the product. No person shall import, sell or distribute the products without the standard mark, a valid R number. And if they do, there's a penalty which can go up to several lakhs of rupees, seizing the product, and it can even go to a criminal proceeding under the BIS Act 2016. What are the products that are covered under the CRS scheme? Currently, more than 65 product categories fall under the CRS scheme, and most of them are electronic products or IT related products. For example, mobile phones, smart watches, laptops, notebooks, tablets, power banks, power adapters, LED lamps. Then there are floodlights, rope lights, TV of all sizes, set-top boxes, CCTV cameras and recorders, UPS or inverters up to 10 kilowatt, wireless keyboards, scanners, printers, or even induction stove, microwave oven, and so on. There are many more products which are covered under the CRS scheme. The full updated list along with the amendments, which you can find it in the official portal of the BIS. And I'll give you the link to the complete product in the description. What is the step-by-step procedure for obtaining the CRS license? The process is now fully online under the smart registration of the CRS. Here's the exact flow of the application process. Step number 1, confirm your product whether it is covered under the CRS scheme or not. Go to the crsbis.in and under the compulsory certification, right, the products under the certification, verify whether your product is covered under the CRS scheme. Then step number 2 is for foreign manufacturers, you must appoint an authorized Indian representative, and this Indian representative can be either a company or a resident Indian, right? So they will be your AIR. They will handle all the portal login. They will act as your local point of contact to submit the forms and to process the application, right? So then step number 3 is to create the login on the CRS portal. Visit the portal, www.crsbis.in, register as a manufacturer, either domestic or through an authorized Indian representative. Then step number 4 is do your product testing. Very important step. Identify the correct standard, send the samples to the BIS recognized lab. There's a list of lab which is connected, recognized by the BIS, which is updated in the portal. Many labs will accept the test request which is generated from the portal, right? So we have to generate the test request from the portal. The testing will usually be 2 to 4 weeks of time and will cost between 15,000 to 18,000 or even more based on the product complexity. And once the product testing is done, the test report is updated on the portal itself. And this test report must be valid about 90 days while submitting the application. Then step number 5, prepare your application and submit the form, right? So then you will get the test request reference number, which is from the test report, which is auto updated in the application, and upload all the supporting documents like submit the undertakings, self-declaration of the conformity with the standard, and then pay the government fees online. Step number 6, BIS scrutiny and the grant of license. BIS will review your license. Usually the timeline is between 20 days. They may raise some queries and we have to respond immediately. Once we respond, they will scrutinize the form and will approve the license when issue the registration number, right? So that's a unique R number against your product. Now you can legally use the standard mark R along with certain number on your product and the packaging of your product. What are the documents that are required along with the fees for the BIS CRS license? The core documents are the authorization letter from the CEO or MD for the authorized signatory, then the company registration documents, the factory address proof, the AIR nomination forms or the affidavits, the brand ownership proof, authorization letter from the brand owner, a technical file, PCB layout, the critical component list, right? So these are the documents which are core. And then there is a test report which is generated by the BIS recognized lab, photo ID proof of the authorized signatory, the undertaking or the self-declaration forms which are signed and uploaded online. The government fees is rupees 1,000 for the application fee. Then the application processing fees inclusive of the test report will be about 50,000 for about minimum of 2 years. Then annual license or registration fees is rupees 1,000 per year. Additional test report can be obtained at 2,000 rupees each. Total BIS fees approximately for about 2 years will come up to 53,000 rupees in average. There is a concession for micro and small startups, right? So about 80% concession is given, and there are concessions on the lab testing fees as well. The initial registration is about 2 years and renewal is possible for 2, 3, 4 or even 5 years of time. What are the tentative timelines, renewals and the post application? Typical timeline is between 4 to 8 weeks for test report, and then documents when they are perfectly aligned, then we will get the license in about 1 month's time. Renewal, make sure that you apply for the renewal 2 to 3 months in advance, right? So that the process will be faster. And after the license is granted, print the standard mark and along with the R number on your product and as well as the packaging. Maintain the production and the sales record regularly. BIS can do even the market surveillance and can test the sample on random basis anytime. And if there is any change in the design, the components or the factory address, we must inform the BIS office immediately. What are the common mistakes and certain pro tips? The top reasons that the application will get either delayed or rejected is because of For example, there is the wrong or outdated standard is used. Test report is older than 90 days and which is not as per the product. There may be certain missing documents like authorization letter is not valid, and there are certain critical component list which is missed, or while we respond to the BIS for certain query we have delayed. There is a factory address mismatch or any documents which is not matching, right? So then there is a reason for delay or even rejection of the application. What are the pro tips? Use only the BIS recognized lab. Never go for the fake reports. Check the portal, BIS portal, for the blacklisted lab and go only with the active labs. For multiple models in the same family, test the representative models, and this saves huge money. Hire an experienced BIS consultant for the first registration. This could save you 2 to 3 months of time. And all your documents, make sure that you scan it and keep it in digital, all the documents. And once the application, the license is granted, immediately start updating your packaging artwork with the registration, the license number. Getting a BIS CRS is not just a compliance, it is a market access to your product. The products are compliant and they are clearly, they will clear the customs faster. They will also build your buyer trust and protect you as a manufacturer from legal risk. Non-compliance means heavy fines, product destruction, and even being blacklisted from the market. If this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe for more compliance and export guidance, and comment below with your product name. I'll try to reply personally and will help you with your BIS CRS license. If you need any help with any particular product, drop a comment or send an email to me. I will respond to you immediately. Thanks for watching. Stay compliant and keep growing. See you in the next video.